Well, good morning. What a beautiful day. We're out in Boonah this morning. I did a bit of a time lapse of driving out here, and just to show you, how beautiful it is. It's been raining a bit lately, but everything is brown because it's been quite cold. So the frost usually kills things out here. So it's a shame that it's not as green as it normally is, but it has been raining a fair bit. So we're just hitting the op shops out here. My wife has, she sells online vintage things. So she has an online store with a lot of vintage items in it. And some of those things usually get sourced from country op shops, or opportunity shops. So like Goodwill in America, if you would call it that. So she finds a lot of quirky things and sells those in her store. And Liam, my son, is out here as well. Say hello, Liam. Say hello.
Hello.
Liam has autism, as you know, and he loves going for drives in the car. So really peaceful and quiet out here. And I think we're going to get some breakfast shortly. Well, good evening. What a nice day, or a nice couple of days we've had. What I've been doing lately is working in an office, and it seems to catch up with you when you actually try to do stuff manual labor style. So as you can see here in the background, looks like a bit of a wood yard at the minute, but that's okay because that wood is dwindling. It's coming down a little bit. So I've gone through pretty much half of the palings. Had the last couple of days off, because I haven't had any real days off much this year at all. So we've just had school holidays, and everyone else at work took holidays, and I stuck around work. So it was time to do a little bit of work for myself here at home. But yesterday and the day before, I'll show you what I've done. And that caravan is going to be coming up pretty soon, actually, when I finish the fence. But I can hardly lift my arms because yesterday I dug some fence post holes, and they didn't take very long at all. They only took 5 minutes each. But as you can see along the fence there, but the big one was that one right there. I had to dig out 3 feet of concrete, so it was pretty hairy, and it took hours to actually dig it out because there was a letterbox in there, and I'll show you that. I made the most of the little Stihl Mini Boss chainsaw to trim this tree from the fence down, just so I can get around the back to paint, because I will be spraying it. So it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, but it's looking more and more like a fence every day. Yeah, it was good doing those other fence holes. They were really easy. see that from there to there. It's almost 3 feet, and it was embedded in the ground. I think the person who owned the house before me must have owned a concrete company, because man, there was a lot of concrete. All of that had to come out. So yeah, it was I reckon it took the best part of 3 hours. And I was doing that with my jackhammer, and it's not like a huge jackhammer, it's kind of a medium grade one, but man, that was heavy. And after battling with that for 3 hours, because it tends to get stuck if you get a little bit lazy with it, so that's really difficult as well. So it's the equivalent of doing like 500 push-ups, I reckon. And so there's a barrow load of concrete there that I need to fill in that area, so I'm just dumping it there, and cut out a lot of trees as well from the area out the front, just so I can paint the back of the fence. So it's looking like a bit of a mess here at the minute, but that's okay, we will get around that. Beautiful day out at Boonah today. Went out there just for a bit of a respite from building. I just wanted to do something nice, and my wife found a few vintage finds, so that's always really good. But this little chainsaw, it came in really handy to do the cutting back of the tree at the front. It's such a good little chainsaw, this Stihl Mini Boss. Love it. So I reckon that's it for me today. I'm going to do some more tomorrow. I've got all these posts here. I just need to round them off at the top and give them a bit of a sand. And also one more big one to do. So that one there. But yeah, we're looking good. It was so frustrating only having a weekend to do stuff in, so I wanted to get ahead of the curve a little bit and do things on a weekday, so I can hit the ground running more on the weekend, because it is really tiring, and my back is quite sore too. So sometimes you need a bit of a day to recuperate, or your back needs a day to recuperate. As you can see, it's a beautiful time of the evening. Sun is setting, birds are chirping, and my house is sitting there majestically in the background, as it has been since 1915. So it's just great to do stuff and make progress. Absolutely love it. Poor old ute. I haven't had any time whatsoever to devote to it. I just want to keep on going with the fence, because I don't really need the ute for anything right now, but I will to dump things to the tip. But any time that I put into the ute is time that I just don't spend on the fence. So it's okay, it'll keep. I plan on keeping it for a long time. So that's it from me today, and signing off, and we'll see you on the next one. And hopefully we'll have some more good news on this fence. But yeah, it's been a long one, but I've got to look at it for the next 25 or 30 years. So I may as well make it look good, hey? See you on the next one. Bye for now.